You know, sometimes when you look at some recipes, you go, wow, that looks very, very confusing. I think the key to making really good food taste good is just breaking them down and taking the steps and making them like 1, 2, 3. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm taking some of my favorite recipes that look to be a little complex. I'm breaking them down and making them super simple so that you can enjoy them in the comfort of your own home. And so today we're gonna get started by making my wine braised short ribs. We're gonna do it in the pressure cooker. Let's get started. All right, so what I have is just a pressure cooker. I have this little rack in the bottom so nothing sticks or burns. So we'll put that back down at the bottom. And then look, I've got the short ribs, all right? These are short ribs that have the bone in because it's gonna give us lots of juicy flavor. So I'm gonna drop the short ribs in here. So these are wine braised, so I've got some red wine that I'm gonna throw in here. A whole bottle. All right, let's throw in chopped onion, bell pepper, and celery. Then for some of the dry seasonings, I've got a little bit of dry fennel. All right, I've got some marjoram, one of my favorite herbs, right in there. Look, I've got some ground celery seed. I love this stuff, so we'll put a little bit of celery seed in there. The last sort of major thing is just herbs de Provence. You know I love this stuff. Let's do a little bit of ground black pepper, garlic powder, a little onion powder. All right, I'm gonna pop in here 2 bay leaves or so. All right, and then chicken bouillon, right? So that's gonna give us that lovely sort of savory effect that we love. And then lastly, top it off with some water. Now I'm just gonna take the lid, I'm gonna put the lid on until it locks in place, like that, and then we'll put it off on the stove and we'll let it cook up. All right, so while these short ribs are getting ready to work out, I've got some green beans that I've already washed and trimmed, and I'm just gonna put these onto a sheet tray. And these are gonna be for our sour cream and onion roasted green beans. You're gonna love it. Let's get a little bit of oil. All right, a little bit of olive oil, just like that. All right, and then let's get them seasoned. So let's do a little bit of salt. All right, some pepper. And then let's do a little bit of garlic powder right on the top of these. All right, we'll give this a mix. Oven's preheated, 350 degrees. These will go until they're nice and tender. I'm going to go ahead and whip up the sweet potatoes, right? Because we're gonna do a lovely sweet potato casserole. So into a bowl, look how lovely they end up looking, right? Those are beautiful. All right, into that bowl, I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. And then I've also got a little pinch of salt. And of course, everyone's favorite, some butter, right? Because that's what's gonna make it taste really good. And then just to mix it together, I got a little bit of heavy cream. All right, let's mix this together. All right, and then we'll put this into our cast iron skillet. All right, let's top that with some ginger snap cookies that we'll crumble in our hand. Put that right on top for a nice crunch. And then we'll load these up with jumbo marshmallows. How's that? All right, these are gonna go off into that 350-degree oven as well until the marshmallows are nice and toasty and that casserole is cooked all the way through. So the green beans have been cooking up. They are ready to come out of the oven. So let's grab those, nice and roasted up. See what happens when you take a moment and roast them real nice like that. Now let's do the dressing part, right? I'm gonna put a little bit of sour cream into a bowl. All right, with the sour cream, let's do a little pinch of salt, a little pinch of pepper, and I got a little pinch of sugar, just to sort of round it out a little bit. A little bit of garlic powder, a pinch of onion powder, and what's really gonna make this taste really good, I've got a lemon. All right, so I'm just gonna throw some of this dressing right on top of the green beans and give it a toss. And we'll toss it just like that. All right. right, got a bowl here. Sour cream and onion. Speaking of onion, I've got some French fried onions. These are right here. You know, the kind you get for Thanksgiving. We'll just toss some of those right on top of the green beans. I've also got the sweet potato casserole. It's ready to come out of the oven. Oh. Look at that, huh? Look at that, all ready to go. Look at those marshmallows, all nice and poofy and toasted. It's exactly what I'm going for, all right? And the short ribs are now already steam and pressure have been released. If I open them up, look at that. Okay, look how they come like right off of the bone. All right, let me just get a little bit of this jus, and we'll put a little bit of the sauce right on top of there. Oh, look at that. With all the aromatics, all right? And this is what you've got. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to give it a taste. The green beans with that sour cream and onion. I'll tell you. So, oh, all right. Short rib time. And then dip it in some of the juice. Let me see. It's so tender, so juicy. It literally just, what it does is it just sort of melts in your mouth and you get all those delicious flavors of the red wine, the bay leaf, all those aromatics. Let me grab some of the sweet potato, the casserole. Look at that, it's still hot and bubbling. So good. That is really good. You gotta give it a try, I'm trying to tell you. For good food. It's very simple. All you gotta do is break them down into 1, 2, 3, and your food will come out licking and tasting just like this. You gotta give it a try. You know where to find the recipe. It's gonna be on my website, which is dariuscooks.tv. There's 2 things I wanna tell you, as I always do. Food is my life. Life is my food. Until next time, I gotta wish you happy cooking from my heart to yours. Bye, y'all.